Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason, happy Wednesday. It is hump day. It is also when we're going to hear for the last time Jay Powell, as he will have his final end to the meetings at the Federal Reserve. Kevin Warsh has moved to the next step. I think now it's just a vote in front of the full Senate, teeing up a final vote. He cleared the Senate Banking Committee right along party lines. 13 Republicans said yay. Big shock. 11 Democrats said no. But anyway, he moves on here and appears to be lined up to be the new head of the Federal Reserve. A couple of announcements before we get into everything today. There is a crypto meeting at the radio station tonight, so make sure you guys attend that, especially those that understand, hey, this is where we're heading. Boy, I'll tell you what, if you don't believe it, wait till you hear what we have to say about what's coming for all of us. So that's going to be tonight. We will obviously talk Texit today, give you the latest updates as things move along there. But there's and a new website for the radio station. Same address, 1360khnc.com. But we have made some improvements. Well, definitely improvements. Listen, the website hasn't been updated in 6 years, something like that. That doesn't sound very long, but that's old. That is old, so we did that. Jason, what time's the meeting today? He's not ready quite yet. We'll get the meeting. There you go.
The meeting is at 6 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock tonight. Get there.
This is going to be a big one, guys. This will be a big one. There's a lot going on in this one. If you decided to, hey, I want to go to one of these, go to this one. I think we're going to have, and I haven't talked to Mike, but we'll probably have meetings every single week in May, possibly. We'll see. It depends on his schedule. But, yeah, this would be a good one to get to. Lots going on in the crypto world, Joe. I was talking to Joe this morning about it. We'll be doing a Texit update, and there's lots. You guys don't know how lucky you are to be involved with 1360 KHNC radio station. Anybody that's outside of Colorado that listens in, and then all you guys here in Colorado, you have a tremendous outlet. You got the gold and silver company that's been here for decades, helping you out with your savings, and now we've moved into this space, and the world is getting trickier by the second, right, Joe? It's like everywhere you step, it's like there's a landmine that can go off if you don't know what you're doing, especially financially.
Yep. 800-951-0592. That is our toll-free number. Like I said, everyone's waiting on the Fed. Just really quickly, let's give updates here. Oil is going higher right now, up NYMEX crude up over $5, $105 and change. Brent crude almost up $6, $117 and change. Unleaded gas, and you remember, I've been telling you, I've been watching, exploded to the upside today, up 16 cents right now, $3.72. That is wholesale unleaded gas. I'd be getting gas today. Let's just say that. By the weekend, you're probably going to see a big jump at the pump. As yesterday, I don't want to call anybody a liar or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not in these conversations. But the president, Iran called us and said they're collapsing. They want a deal. There's no way that happened, right? Even if it's true, there's no way that happened. But today, Apparently it didn't happen because the president is dug in now. It looks like we've decided what our position is going to be, which is we're not going to let anything in or out. And it looks like this is going to continue this blockade. Iran can't get their act together. They don't know how to sign a non-nuclear deal. They better get smart soon. In any event, like I said, now we're reaching that stage now where everything else is going to be affected. If I get the oil inventories, I will give them to you. But based on what unleaded gas has done this morning, my guess is we had a big drawdown in gasoline and distillates, but we'll keep everybody posted. Today is, listen, I told you yesterday, I'm going to tell it to you again today. This is the day to buy gold right now. I don't know what Jay Powell's going to say. None of us do. But this is kind of the easy money here. Wherever this bottom is, so right now gold's down 50, 45, 43. This will probably be the bottom as the Kevin Warsh administration comes into play. By the way, silver below 72 right now, but now 71.62. Kind of right, kind of close right to where we were yesterday. We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. Really quickly, let's take a look here at the markets, and I'll get you the gold special today, and then we'll switch gears into Texas. But right now, the Dow's down 300. The S&P's down 12. The Nasdaq's only down 38. The 10-year note, here we go, 4.396. So, I mean, round up here, that 440 level. Here we are again. They've been able to kind of hold the line at that level. Not sure that's going to happen today. The UK 10-year, remember, they were trying to stay below 509. So well above that 5 level. Crude oil, as we told you, moving higher, but it's really worse in gasoline, heating oil, jet fuel. That jumped 22 cents, and the day's not over so far today. So we will continue to watch that. Gold, like we said, down 50, but gold, you know what? That 4,500 level held today. They went down there, said, back up here. If I would say today is the day. Here's the problem. Yesterday was the day. Those $5 liberties, that was the deal of deals. Today, $20 gold pieces. 1 through 9, 46.35. 10 or more, 46.25. This is close to the bottom as far as, and let's clarify, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day, the next year. But it appears a couple of things. Number one, it looks like we've decided what our plan is for Iran, which is just keep the blockade. We're not going to go blow up oil fields. We're not going to blow up bridges, apparently. And now, and you can see it in the oil markets now. Now we got a problem. Because now all the deliveries are being made, and now countries and refiners are going to have to go without. And that is going to, obviously, what? Whatever's out there, it's going to be a bidding war. We'll see. But that appears to be what the plan is. Remember, we've been waiting for clarity exactly what they're going to do. This is the end of the Jay Powell administration. Everybody, including myself, expects him to be bearish. What I mean by that is, hey, yeah, inflation, the war, oil, blah, 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 right? Let me go out as the strong guy, and then the Kevin Warsh administration, which we know is all about how are we going to cut rates, and it looks like their plan is a pretty simple one, right? What's their plan? And I've told you their plan. Let's just not count the stuff that gets really expensive, right? We'll say that there's structural tightness, so we shouldn't count it. That is their new thing. Tomorrow is going to be another great show. Jamie Dimon issued a big bond market warning. Guys, I've been telling you, it's coming. Okay, we just don't know when exactly. Jason and I both kind of think like, hey, we've got till next year, right? We've got one more blow of the bubble here. But we're going to talk a lot about that tomorrow. And then, of course, the valuation of Wall Street. I mean, I know it's crazy. It's so overvalued. When you talk about, go back to the 70s. They had the Nifty 50 in the 70s. And, of course, we know at the beginning, leading up to 2000, the internet bubble, right? And the dot-com bubble, which we thought, okay, nothing will ever be worse than that, right, as far as valuation. We had housing mania. Remember housing mania? People lined up in the desert. We have what they're calling now the AI nirvana bubble. Never, ever, and this makes sense. As we blow these bigger bubbles, you would imagine that valuations would be the highest ever, and that's where we're at now. And here's the thing, guys. It's not close. It's not like it's a little bit bigger than the dot-com. We are, I'm not kidding, we're approaching 30% bigger valuations today than the dot-com bubble, and we're not done. We are not done with it, so be very careful. Remember, gold is your savings. Gold is where you go for your safety, and gold is on sale today. $20 gold, $46.35, 10 or more, $46.25 at 800-951 0592. And Jason, I think today is going to be an interesting day this afternoon. Anything could happen. But now that we've kind of understood what the Trump administration's plan is, death by 1,000 cuts, let's just say a lot of inflation is coming in the second half of this year.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident by 2030, in the year 2030, we'll see gold. I think we see gold at $15,000 to $20,000. I think it's a likely scenario, actually, because this economic changes that are happening, and it's going across all economic platforms. Seeing the little things, the beta testing going on, like trying to freeze crypto accounts. We didn't cover that yesterday. I saw it as we were on the air. There's a lot of leveraging, a lot of position taking going on, and inflation is absolutely the goal of this Iran war and everything else that's being decided right now. Kevin Warsh, right, Joe? As far as we know, he's the guy that likes to hike rates. Well, you need a hike rate guy in an inflative cycle. You got to have a guy that's, I don't know if you want to call it Paul Volcker-like, and raising the rates really high, really dramatically if you have to. Right? And is Kevin Warsh that guy? Is he willing to take that heat? I don't know. He's not going to do it now. What he's going to be doing is lowering the rates because everyone's going to try to, on the upper echelon, profit as mightily as possible. But Joe, if the inflation comes in wildly hot in the next couple of years, next year and maybe in 2028, he'll raise the rates. He'll have to. A market crash is something, but 50,000 Dow that goes down to 8,000 Dow is blood in the streets. So he's going to have to raise the rates before it goes to 8,000. There'll be emergency meetings before it goes down that low. I could see 16,000 or 20,000 as being realistic in a massive crash, which I think happens at the end of 27 or in 2028, Joe. And you got to be ready for that, Joe. You got to be ready. And then it's after that, right after that happens, gold and silver are like a monster that just blows up. Buy it now. Don't wait until next year to buy gold. That's just not a good idea. You put your savings away and you forget about it.
Why is this week such a good week? It's because Jay Powell's leaving. This is kind of like an easy paper bet that, hey, he'll talk tough because it's his last meeting. And by the way, Trump's got his guy coming in. He cleared the hurdle today, right? He's going to get confirmed, and he's going to take over on, May 15th in 2 weeks. So this is kind of the layup of that part of it, right? The central bank part of gold. This week's the layup week. Everything else is to be determined, right? But I want you to understand what Jason just said. And I will tell you 30 years ago, 20 years ago when I was on the air, I used to get mad at Eric when he would say gold's going to be $5,000. Right? I'm like, dude, gold's $400. I mean, let's get to 1,000. Like, let's take out the all-time high before we start talking about 5,000.
Yep.
Jason just told you $30,000 gold, $20,000 to $30,000 gold.
15 to 20,000 by sometime in the year 2030.
Okay.
Yep.
15 to 20,000 in the next 3.5 years, 4 years,
yep.
Right? Guess what? That's probably on the conservative.
I consider
side.
that a conservative projection. That's
right.
A conservative projection.
See the difference, right? Now I'm saying, listen, we're being conservative. I'm just telling you right now, I am buying every ounce of gold, every ounce of silver I can right now because this has already been, it's already done. I know you're like, what are you talking about? It's done. We're not paying off $40 trillion. Matter of fact, what did we decide? Screw it. Right? Screw it. We're just going to print to oblivion. And now we've deliberately, think about all the markets we're destroying right now. Right? Energy, we're just killing it. Right? Oil prices, listen, this is oil prices, when I'm sitting there talking about 105 and 117, guys, that's like best case scenario. Every week that this goes on now, where it's worse and worse and worse. But it's not just that. The aluminum market's being destroyed. The helium market's being destroyed. The chip market is being destroyed. The fertilizer market is totally destroyed. And every week now it's going to go to the next market and the next market and the next market. And you're going to see country after country after country put restrictions, right? Hey, don't go to work. Don't drive your car. Don't do this. Don't do that. Factories, hey, you can only run 8 hours a day. That stuff's coming. Because guess what? I don't think Iran cares. They don't care. They don't care. Let their country collapse. Guess what? Anyone that wants to protest, you're going to get shot in the head. Right? This is a big game of chicken, right? Whoever blinks first loses. Yeah, everybody hang on. 800 9510592. They've already destroyed the currency. Look at the bond market. Look at it. A 440 10-year note anytime before the last 5 years, we would have considered that a pretty low number. Hey, wow, 10-year note's only 4.4. That's pretty good. Now we're talking about, oh my God, guys, we're going to have a bond market crisis. The 10-year note's at 4.4. The 30-year note's almost 5%. We can't do it. I hope you get ready. And by the way, I hope you decide, you know what, as much as I hate it, I better learn how to do this crypto thing. I better know how to operate in the space, and we're going to try to help you do both. We're going to help you get ready, help you save, which you've worked so damn hard for, and then hopefully all of us can get educated on what is coming next. 800-951-0592. Patriot Radio News Hour will be back after the break, and I'll give you the latest Texit updates. Stay tuned. $800-951-0592. Again, $20 gold pieces, 1 through 9, 46.35. 10 or more, 46.25. I'll be honest, I didn't know that we'd see gold below 5,000 ever again. But then again, we decided this whole Iran thing had to happen, right? That just kind of put a big the monkey wrench in the football here. But it's actually brilliant, right? It's actually brilliant, right? If you're going to destroy the currency, the oil market is the best way to do it. And that's exactly what is happening. It just tells you that they feel digital is ready. Of course, we've been in Texit Coin and watching the highs and the lows and the rite of passage as we, I guess, good or bad, we're big enough that everyone noticed, right? I guess that's a feather in the cap. We had our call with the SEC, the first communication with the SEC, and from what what they were able to share, the lawyers were like, it couldn't have gone better. They really did have no idea of what it was that Texit was doing. They thought we are like everybody else, right? And we've heard it all, right? Rug pull, pump and dump, blah, blah, fraud, Ponzi, whatever. And we just showed them the receipts, and it went extremely well. Obviously, the state of Texas, the data set, it'll happen in August. Not going to happen before that, hopefully, right? You never know with lawyers, right? But August 17th through the 20th, and we feel very, very good about that as well. The cool part is, like it or not, we are going to play by the rules. We have Quinn Emanuel, the best law firm, period, for this type of stuff. Which kind of is another one. Wasn't that really a sign that we weren't like everybody else? You don't go hire the best lawyers in the country if you're running a fraud, right? You just don't, right? And that's what we've done, and it's been wonderful. We do have the co-op. Anybody that's an Iskander miner, you automatically get the option. You don't have to join it, but if you want to be an active participant, You can join the co-op. You can get on any committee that you would like. And I'm on a couple of them. I'm on the Finance and Budget Committee. I'm on the Compensation Committee. But you can be on the Mining Committee. You can be on the Legal Committee. You can be, and I'll be honest, some of them, you're just there to learn. And, hey, well, I want to learn about the mining. Join that committee. You can learn all about it. Obviously, with Texas Coin, for those of you that just hold Texas Coin, you can't be a part of the co-op until we got to get the legal stuff done. But let me tell you, everything we are doing goes to the lawyers. Our compensation plan goes to the lawyers, just to make sure, okay, is there anything in here that can cause us any trouble? Because let's face it, what the TSSB, that put the brakes on this thing. It did, right? Hey, we were getting ready to launch Layer 2 with McKinney and all this, right? We had a plan. We want to make sure that doesn't happen again. And I think that they've got the right plan to make sure that we will be fully compliant with all the regulations and whatnot. And, one of the things I guess I'll say is, right, that saying, better to ask forgiveness than permission, right? Well, that's kind of what we did, right? Hey, we're going to go through this, and then we'll see what the SEC and Texas say about it, and we feel confident we're going to win. That's a great thing. And like I said, the call with the SEC couldn't have gone better. Could not have gone better. And I think this is going to, obviously, we got to wait through August. But, hey, that's not that far, right? We got the summer, and in the interim, let's talk about the other good things. If nothing else, Texas Coin got its crap together now, right? We've got the mining. The mine is operating at peak efficiency. You see it in your coin deposit. I know it sucks because, it's 13, 14 cents, but I think we're averaging like 118,000 coins a day. I mean, right, 120 is kind of the maximum. It's right there every day. The mine is profitable. And the cool part is we have a lot of mining equipment getting ready to be put in. So let's give that's the next update. Now, last week I told you, hey, we're about 6 weeks. Now we think on the next 4 to 5 weeks, we will have 21 million mega hash of mining equipment up and running. And right now we have 7 million. So we're going to triple the mining volume. Each 7 million mega hash cost us about $85,000 a month in power. Then we have the servers behind that, which is what we upgraded to fix our mining problems. We pay, that's a monthly fee. Now the good part is that doesn't go up as we add. And then overhead, right? People, that doesn't go up as we add. So when we add more mining power, the amount of profitability that these mines add is actually higher than the ones that we have right now. So believe it or not, the mines get even more profitable as we add it. So when we get back, I'll tell you when to expect that, and then the other Layer 2 stuff that's coming. Stay with us. 800-951-00 0592. Again, $20 gold pieces, 46.35, 10 or more, 46.25. Gold coming back here, down 35, 45.60. The Dow's losses are picking up over 300 very quickly. Not only has the UK bond yields shot above that 5%, the Japanese yen unable to hold 160. The 10-year note just hit 440, pushed back down to 4398. So, but we're right on the cusp. That's kind of the three lines in the sand. Get that gold put away and wait 4 years and pat yourself on the back. That's what I'm going to tell you. 800-951-0592. So the mines, the foundations are being poured. Matter of fact, they'd already be in, but it rained where the new mines are going in, so they had to wait a few days. They are prepping. We're going to be dropping 800 ASICs into the soup, as we like to call it. That will happen if everything, stays on schedule about a month from now. I'm going to say first week of June, because there's always a little bit of a hiccup. But the nice part is we don't have the power's already there. It's already ready. We just got to get the foundation in, let it cure, let it dry. All the containers are here. All the ASICs are here. Like we've told you all, we bought it all, and it's all here going online. I'm doing some back of my hand math. You don't quote me on this, but it'll be close. We'll probably be making $100,000 a month after expenses on the mining with Texit. So, and that includes obviously Iskander's expenses. Texit's $100,000 a month, which is awesome. And guess what, guys? We're buying more equipment. Matter of fact, Steve Walsh, the dude, you guys met the dude. Guess where he is right now? He's in Las Vegas at the Bitmine convention, learning about all the latest in mining. Right? We actually, I won't share it yet, but all of the newer mines as we add will even be more efficient. Yeah. What does that mean? More profitable. Use less power. Save us more money. So just remember, we'll be adding equipment monthly. And the Iskander side, the rest of the world is a little easier to deal with. We'll just be able to we'll buy mining equipment this week, and let's just say, how long does it take to be delivered? Right? Well, if a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long it is, as soon as they hit, we can put it right into the soup. There's no waiting. There is no waiting. They actually have empty containers waiting. And it's even less expensive because the power rates are less. So that's what's going on in mining. And we kind of knew this from last week, but just the update of, hey, we're pouring the foundations, like this stuff's happening. Obviously, Victoria, it's going to be July. The transformer's supposed to be here in July. The second sits in. Victoria's up and running. And we'll actually be operating with more mega hash than we've actually sold. And that'll happen before we even meet with Texas. So good news there. Layer 2. We are days away from our first gaming platform launching. And you guys know gaming, right? If you got kids, grandkids, Heck, even adults, they get into this stuff and they, you pay for an upgrade. Oh, it's $5.99 and you get, I don't know, whatever you get, right? You get more bombs or more lives or whatever it is so you can keep playing the game. When they buy that, they're going to be buying it Texacoin. Yeah, that's what it's going to be going on. We have, believe it or not, we are going to be part of there's a gambling app that's going to be on the blockchain that is coming. Not my favorite thing, but right, this is what it's going to be doing. And then as far as the big win for me is everybody's starting to use Texacoin as money utility. I can't share details, but we have equipment here now, right? Point of sale stuff, tap and pay. It's in our possession. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's in our possession. Good things are coming there as well. So that's kind of, where we sit with the update from last week to this week. Had the SEC meeting. That went really well. So that's awesome. The Layer 2 stuff coming. The mining, that's the stuff, right now, gosh, I want the mines in as soon as possible because we're going to be making that much more money. And again, that was one of the things, too. Remember, all the haters and the doubters, as soon as they don't sign people up, they're going to go under. Gosh, we haven't signed anybody up really, 4 months, 5 months? Not only did we not go under, we're operating at a profit. Yeah, I know. The price hasn't reflected it yet, but it will. It will. When we get back, we'll shift gears a little bit. Talk about something else. All right, welcome back. Patriot Radio News Hour, final segment. Remember, we'll get Jay Powell later today. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about the bond market tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. If that's probably going to be the show you don't want to miss. Jump on here, $20 gold, 46.35, 10 or more, 46.25. As crude oil now up 606. NYMEX 118. Unleaded gas up 17 cents. Jet fuel and heating oil up 23 cents. So a lot happening. Obviously, the new strategy is waited out. It's the game of chicken. Who's going to blink first? In the meantime, everyone gets to pay a lot higher prices. If you're going to get gas, get it today. That's my suggestion. Who knows, though? You know what? Tomorrow, the war may be over. We don't know. But you've got the Texas update. I'm really confident that we're going to be around for a long time, and the price will start reflecting all of the good things once we've gotten through and gotten the green light from the government. That just makes a lot of sense. Having said that, if you want to get in to Iskander, right, same rules apply, $9.95 a seat, all the way up. You can buy a lot more seats in Iskander, I think up to 243,000. But give me a shout down here. We'll help you do it. Matter of fact, we may even be live today at some point. But sometime in the next week or so, we will be trading Iskander as well on Bitmart and Dex Trade to start, kind of very similar how we started with Texacoin. And then I know Jason and Mike, they'll also be talking to other opportunities. You've heard the Orem commercials. I'm not, I don't push Orem, but I'm in it. And I've been in it since, about 3 months now. I put in $10,000 in January. Right now, I have just under $4,800 in change in profit of on the 10 grand. I don't roll it, or I could compound it and put it in and build mine. I'm not doing that. I'm just taking it as it comes, and it you get paid in USDT, which is Tether. But I know some people have asked me, Joe, what about this? What do you know? I don't know. I do know that it is very highly thought of, right? It's on every top 10 investor thing that you see out there. The guys behind it, very, very smart guys. The former head of Binance is the guy behind it. And so far, it has worked as promised and as delivered. So if you want to ask me anything about that, you can call down here at Patriot. Obviously, Jason and Mike tell you about it up there as well. What else? There was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, I almost forgot. We're headlining the Polo event. We're on stage with Binance US, us. I mean, we're with the big dogs. That's going to be May 9th. So if something else, you'll see Texas going all